So I wanted to bring this perspective that authenticity and branding don't really match. Like, it's not possible to have a brand that is authentic. You can have a brand that feels authentic, and in that way you kind of like have to read the room of what people perceive as being authentic, and then you bring that onto your brand. But then like your brand feels authentic, it doesn't mean that it is. But I feel like a lot of people don't just want their brand to feel authentic, they want it to be authentic. And that's the one that I don't think it's possible, because I feel like there's two types of ways that we perceive authenticity. One of them, someone who's like, or a brand who's just like very real. There's no filtering, there's no strategy, there's no plan. Things just come out the way they are. You're not trying to make everything pretty so it feels more accepted. So there's that side of authenticity. It's usually a little bit loud so that people even notice it's there, but that's their side. And there's another perceived way of being that is authentic, that's perceived as being authentic, which is when everything that you bring forward is very consistent. And like consistent and complex. It's different areas, different subjects, different things, but they all breathe consistency. Then it feels like it's authentic. And I feel like they're both not possible to do with a brand. The first one is because the whole idea of a brand is to control the image that people have of your business. So the idea of you being completely authentic, 100% real, no filtering, no plan, and at the same time, the purpose of what you're doing is controlling your image, doesn't really match. I don't think they belong to the same space. And in the sense of like breathing consistency, I feel like that's the one that we kind of feel like it's possible to do. But at the same time, it feels so inauthentic in the same way, because it's anti-natural, you know, and like you have to, in order for you to be completely consistent in everything and not contradict yourself in different areas, that's not very human of us. And like, it's especially, that might be true if you are staying from a place of being close-minded and not be willing to change your mind on anything or like contest anything from your ideas. Right? And like the whole effort that you're bringing forward is to make sure that everything really ties together, so it's not, your consistency is not challenged, so that the truth that you're bringing forward is not challenged, though that truth like changes constantly. So I think one is not possible and the other one is not truthful. So the whole idea of us trying to be as authentic as possible with our brands, it feels more haunting. It feels like it's more of, it brings more of a resistance in the way that we build and create from our brands than an actual challenge. Because wanting to be authentic